Alright, so opening data file or importing data file in SPSS is very easy. Either you can use open data or you can import directly the type of file you want to open, Excel, CSV, text data or the other format. So let us first see this option, open, click on data. So it will open a folder. So where you want to look, just select the folder you want to look for your document. So I have this data here, SPSS tutorial data, click on that. So currently it is showing SPSS data only, .sav file. .sav file. As soon as I change options from here, Excel, the another data type or another data file, now it is visible, which is our Excel file or .xls file. So click on that and open. Okay, so it will ask me which worksheet I want to open. Currently it is having only one worksheet. Let us click on OK. So this is the same data that we entered in our last class. This is the data view and this is a variable view. So most of the variable has been defined, nominal, scale, nominal. So this is the importing Excel data or opening Excel data file. Similarly, we can open data to the by default .sav file also. Click on open. This is the SPSS data file .sav, data view and variable. Alright, so what is the difference between the two files, Excel and .sav? .sav file is a SPSS file that we saved after defining our variable and we did some modification and data entry. So see here, it is untitled document. This is the imported Excel file and it does not have any title. So if you want to save this data, you have to click on save. You have to give file name. Click on save. Excel data demo.sav file. So I have opened this another Excel file, name is wrong practice underscore data. So which is the wrong practice or what people do, and you should avoid this to save time and rapid analysis of your data. Otherwise, lot of time has been wasted while cleaning your data. So what people do, this is actually a first row where you should always mention your data types or variable names. But what people do, like they are having some kind of data. For example, they are having data regarding the food item and they want to collect it as a subcategory. For example, breakfast, then lunch, dinner. So this kind of data with subcategory. So by unknowingly, without their knowledge or understanding of SPSS, what they will do, they will just merge this category and they will mention subcategory and then they will do a data entry. For example, like this is a food item, number of food item people are consuming for breakfast. So example data. Alright, so this is a data entry. So the data entry would look like this kind of data entry. So the actual data start from here and this first two row is having a data label. So here there is nothing and here it is data labeling. Okay, so when I import or when I export this file to SPSS, what will happen? Let us just see. So now I am going to import that SPSS newly created Excel file to demonstrate what will happen. So you can also use this shortcut to work with SPSS. These are the important shortcut or frequently used shortcuts. When you put your cursor on them, it will suggest you its function. So this one is for opening your file. So click on that, change to Excel and wrong practice file. I am opening it. See here also it is telling you that read variable names from first row of data. So we have clicked it, we have checked it. Click OK. Okay, so what happened? We have name, age, gender, address, education, occupation, income and outcome. Okay, so it has taken those all data from the first row. But how about the rest of the three variables? So it has created V9, V10 and V11 and there is no data. See, this thing happened. So if it is a small data and if you are having a less variable, then it does not affect you. Else if you are having a large data set and there are several variables which has been merged like that, then it is a complete mess. So what you can do, instead of writing your data in that format, what you can do, it is very easy. Okay, so now I am correcting this. So this is my data. Let me again put it where it belongs. Alright, and either you can mention it as a breakfast, lunch and dinner as a variable name, or at most if it is very important for you to keep this value like food or time or whatever else heading, then you can do underscore like this, breakfast underscore food. lunch underscore score. Alright, so now my first row is having a data variable name. Now I can do data entry. Okay, so now it has been corrected. So now now let me save it. Okay, so I have again imported that Excel file that I have corrected. So now it has having all three variable which we renamed: breakfast, lunch and dinner. It is also having a data entry. So if your file is having that kind of data entry in which the first row does not include the variable labels, then you have to necessarily do this kind of correction before importing it to SPSS to prevent data loss. Alright, now you can save this file and you can exit SPSS. Like you imported your data file in SPSS, you can also export this file in various format. Like go to file menu, then export, go to export option, and you can export this file into Excel or CSV or other file format. So once you have done various kind of processes on your data and again you want to save that clean data into another format, then you can come to this option, file menu, export, Excel format, choose the place where you want to save your data or export your data, choose the format you want to save, click on save. So your all SPSS data would be exported to Excel file format, XLS format. Demo export. So my data has been exported to Excel. So this is the data I have exported from SPSS as a Excel file.